Hi guys, HT65MA here, and this is my second video about Simchair MkIV in action. So earlier today I've talked about how Simchair MkIV firmware and hardware is different from Mark III version. So in this video I want to show it all in flight. So we have the Mark IV collective, Mark IV cyclic here, with a simple pedestal which I will use to control mouse in VR, and I will show you how you can control your knobs and everything in the cockpit. So in my opinion it's pretty cool. So let's start the helicopter and do a short flight. So you can see that I can easily find the stick itself, and I can use, switching between two modes to switch between fast cursor and precise cursor. So I can press this button to move it quickly, and then can press it again to switch to precise mode. So this is my second flight with this stuff, so I'm not yet used to working with it, but I can say that it's very viable and it's actually pretty comfortable to use. So we'll set throttle to flight idle. Now we will center the I will switch cyclic and pedals to 80% sensitivity mode, because I find it more comfortable to fly like this. Then I will center my controls using the force trim system. Okay. Now this head is a mock-up yet. It's not yet connected because I'm waiting for the correct switches. This is just to test if everything fits. So I'm using a mouse to operate switches which I would usually use my collective head to work with. Meanwhile, while the helicopter is starting, I want to say a few words about how beautiful the new Hood River Airport is. They have added some detail to this airport in the latest version of X-Plane. So if you guys familiar with Higher Control and its virtual base, I think you will find this new airport quite beautiful. Also, I'm using the Orta4 X-Plane version 1.30 and external heights source, which I think it's USGS source. It provides really great landscape. The terrain is beautiful and everything. So okay, So as you see, I can easily navigate to the pedestal, and it's fairly comfortable to use, actually. So all right. Okay, so one of the cool features of the new thingy is that I can actually rotate any knob in the cockpit by simply pointing at it with the cursor, and you know, like for example, let's turn transponder on. You can see I can easily navigate to the transponder without even zooming, and I can actually turn it on and put it to mode C. But as you can see, you can probably see better because you know, you're looking at the screen, not in the no, not in the glasses. So I can't really see what happens here. So I will zoom and you know, I will check that it actually shows mode C. Yes, it works in mode C. So you can see that I can use this axis, which is which can be easily found, to zoom stuff, and I can use, you know, these controls to adjust knobs I need, like so it's really comfortable. Okay, so let's try to actually fly somewhere. Where is the runway? Yeah, I think. So when I have my machine, straight on level and flying where I want it to go, I can use for stream system to put my stick into most comfortable position for me. So as you see, I have mapped different I have mapped my current position of the virtual stick on the screen to the physical center position of my physical cyclic. Okay, so let's say I would like to adjust the radio frequency. So I'm using my as you can see, I'm still flying, fairly straight, although I'm kinda busy with radios now, so I can adjust this here. And can adjust my squawk code. And I can even zoom it, to check that. Okay, now I have 1200, which is the VFR code. So it works. You can see that it really works great. It's much better than this stuff. Like, where is my mouse? And, you can see my flight path. It is instantly For example, now if I want to turn my VOR knob, so I can do it like that. I can adjust heading. I can rotate the whole thing. And I can actually do it while turning. So So I really like guys, how it looks. Yeah, I can assign something like center VR view here, or hide show cursor there. It's quite convenient. So I think this little thing really is a nice one, and it would be a nice default done for all future collective levels, because it really makes a difference. So in my previous video I forgot to tell you about what's actually different in mechanical part of this Mark IV version, and actually the Mark IV version has precise metallic axes that are exactly 7.8 millimeters. So bearings fit this new axis with a very tight fit. It's only 0.2 millimeters between the bearing and the axis, so it really is very precise. And to compensate for the jitter of the bearing itself, there are twice more bearings per axis, so there are 4 bearings per axis in each So there are 4 bearings per axis in each axis, so 8 bearings in total for the cyclic gimbal, and 4 bearings for the collective. As you can see, the whole set is really fairly precise. At least in this video I enjoyed smoothness of our ride. I have no complaints at all about how everything performs, how this little thing performs. Actually, it's really epic, because I have never touched a mouse during this flight, and I have touched all of the knobs. And the cool thing about like with VRMax you can have all this stuff assigned to your VRMax head, right? But what you can do with VRMax is like, what if we will want to turn this knob? Of course you can do it with VRMax too, but with button assignments, and here you can do it in a generic way, like sadly there are no more knobs in this helicopter, but you know, you can just look at everything you like and turn it, and it's very, you know, convenient, because I don't know, I simply like it. I can turn anything, I can adjust anything, all the knobs, whatever their quantity. So I like it a lot, and I hope you do too, guys. So I hope this little video will be a nice little extension to the previous long enough video I released today. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you like Simchair. See you on my site and my YouTube channel, comments, whatever. Thank you very much. Bye.